You look at Kate. She was shot by a repeat felon. Had been in and out of jail.
Right.
Had been deported over and over and over again. But because we don't secure our border, he came across over and over and over again. And he came to San Francisco. Why? Because San Francisco proudly calls it a sanctuary city. San Francisco proudly welcomes illegal aliens, and it proudly defies federal laws with violent criminal illegal aliens. It says it doesn't matter. We welcome them to our jurisdiction. You want to understand the stakes of what this fight is about? Nothing puts it better than the words of Kate Steinle as her father held her in his arms. Her last words were simply, "Help me, Dad."
Yes.
Look, as the father of 2 daughters, I cannot imagine the agony of looking at your little girl as she breathes her last breath. And there's nothing you can do about it. We're going to help this country, and we're going to solve this. Just last week, I tried once again in the U.S. Senate to pass Kate's law. Now, I introduced Kate's law in the Senate. It provides for a mandatory minimum 5-year prison sentence for any aggravated felon who illegally re-enters this country. Now, when I tried to pass it in the Senate, Harry Reid, the Democrat, stood up and objected. And Harry Reid said, well, the problem with it is it's too expensive. Help me on this. When has Harry Reid ever thought anything was too expensive? This is a man who has overseen Barack Obama building $18 trillion in national debt. And he says it's too expensive to lock up murderers and rapists. And then the second thing he said is this is anti-immigrant. I'll tell you my response. I said, the Democratic leader just said it's anti-immigrant to want to lock up murderers and rapists as the son of an immigrant who came legally to this country. Let me tell you, that's offensive. You think immigrants are somehow opposed to locking up murderers and rapists? Only if you are the Democratic Party where you're pandering and scaring and trying to divide people on racial and ethnic lines. Every single one of us wants to protect our kids, and every single one of us should agree that murderers like Kate Steinle's murderer, if he'd been locked in jail, Kate Steinle would still be alive.
That's right.